Hello, hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. All the delays have been had. Okay? All the ruckus, all the chaos, all the magic, all the projection, all of the negative energy, all of the street theater, it's done for a lot of y'all that have been doing this for years. And you've ramped up the attacks because you knew that your time was coming to an end. Look, I never said that I was in control. I've always said that God is in control. God has the last say, the final word. He's the one that does the judging. He's the one that settles any kind of dispute, any kind of problem, what actually happened. There's no he said, she said. There's only the truth. And for those of you that refuse to accept what the truth really is, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, you don't have to accept it. It's just going to be what it is. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, whether you like it or not. Just because you do not like something, even though it is the truth, does not mean that you can just ignore it. You can act as if you're not going to be affected by it. You can act as if there's no consequence. You can act as if there's no judgment. You can act as if you're okay to continue doing the same crap that you've been doing. But no. That's why I started off saying all of that negativity, all of that projection, all of that hate, all of that chaos, all of that, it's done for a lot of y'all. Because y'all have been delaying what is going to happen. What is happening. A lot of individuals will no longer be able to carry on in the form that they have been embodying any longer. Never mind if they come back in another form or not. They're not going to be able to carry on the same crap in the 3D form that they're currently in like they have been for years, decades. It's not going to be anymore with them. It's going to come to an end. Anybody that is attached to these individuals that is doing this crap, that is helping them, that is continuing on the abuse, the chaos, the negativity, anybody that is attached, they may also have to be removed and or taken out of their 3D form because they have also refused to accept the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. A lot of warnings have gone out. A lot of warnings have been said. A lot of consequences have come to people's doorsteps from the things that they have done. But it was not enough. It was not enough for them to cease and or stop what they were doing. They continued, a lot of them. And because they chose to continue, because you have choice. You have choice. Because they chose to continue, that means it's out of my hands. It's been out of my hands. And it's now out of their hands. It's in God's control. It's in God's hands now. It's in God's hands now. It's always been in God's hands, actually. He just allowed you to make a choice, make a decision as what you were going to do, how you were going to proceed, if you were going to continue or if you were going to stop. Some people are currently on their deathbeds, struggling to breathe, not able to get up, not able to walk, not able to move. They have no use and or abilities to do anything anymore. It's just a matter of time before they take their last breath. And a lot of people are fighting to the end. They're fighting God to the end. I'm going to share this with you. I have personally watched someone that I loved and cared about that did some things against me and with other people to negatively hurt and affect me. I watched this person not only take his last and final breath, I watched the weeks prior to him taking his last final breath. I watched him slowly decline. I watched his abilities to be able to even get up, to sit up, decrease. I watched him go into, in a way, hysteria. Not knowing who he was, not knowing who he was talking to, him saying things, him revealing some truths to me about who he was and also what he was encountering as he was in his final days. He did not go peacefully in his sleep. He actually ended up suffering in his last days. In his final weeks, he ended up suffering. And I did not like to watch that, but I could not go through that for him. I could not experience that for him. He had to go through that. And there was a look in his eyes of fear because of the judgment that he was going through. He was going through judgment in those hospital beds, in his bed. He was going through judgment. Do not wait till it's too late, till it's out of your hands and you no longer have a choice. I suggest that you make the right choices as best as you can, asking God for His assistance, His guidance on how you should go about doing certain things. And if those things involve hurting somebody else, or causing somebody else suffering, or causing somebody else pain, or discomfort, or lack, I suggest you not even do it. If anybody has done anything wrong to you that you think has done something wrong to you, I suggest that you put it in God's hands to handle and not take it into your own hands. If you are doing something against another person because you are insecure, you're jealous, or you're envious, same thing. I would ask God for guidance on how best to fix that within you instead of attacking somebody else. If you feel that somebody is living their life the wrong way, and you think that you should be judge, juror, and executioner in that person's life because you do not agree with their lifestyle, you do not agree with how they live, you do not agree with who they date, you do not agree with what they drive, where they live, who their friends are, what community they are involved in, I suggest that you ask God for guidance on how best you should go about doing your life right and not focusing on somebody else's life, but rather focusing on your life. You're the one who has control over your life? Why are you wanting to take control or control somebody else's life? I don't think so. I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope you got something from what I just said. Because trust and believe, if you refuse to listen to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, it will come and knock on your door one day in the form of judgment when you're having to face Father God. Gotta go.